So let's take a breath in, a breath out, and close our eyes. And take some deep breaths here. Let's switch off our vagus nerve for a moment using our breath. Long, slow, deep, steady breaths. And we're going to set our intention now to remove all of the energetic triggers that are causing us stress and worry. And continuing with those long and steady breaths, I'm inviting you now to find your way into your body vessel and just feel how you are in this moment. Observing how you are in this moment. Using the breath to find your way in to yourself. And what you're going to do now is you're going to allow yourself to feel all the stress and the worry that you are holding within your body vessel. Just let yourself feel what is there. You may receive imagery or perhaps just sensation or emotion. Or it might be like numbing or nothing. However it arises for you, just allow yourself to drop more and more deeply into these sensations within you, observing them. Feel yourself coming into communion with these stresses, these worries, connecting with them. Feel how they soften just a little as through this communion, the stresses and the worries feel a little less alone. a little less isolated. And as you connect with these stresses and these worries, allow yourself to perceive what attaches them to your body vessel. So perhaps it looks like a wound or a hook or a bullet or an arrow. Feel how these stresses and these worries are attached within you. The end point of them within the body vessel. Looking for a defining feature of these stresses and worries. Something you can grasp with your consciousness that makes sense to you. And as you connect to this imagery, energy, sensation, allow yourself to perceive how much and how many and in what ways they show up within the body vessel. Are you riddled with stress and worry? Are these hooks or bullets or wounds concentrated in one area, perhaps? Noticing where you're hooked in and attached to these stresses and worries within yourself. And as this information becomes a little more clear to you, you're going to travel your consciousness from this end point of stress and worry within you, these hooks and images or wounds, bullets, whatever they may be, you're going to travel your awareness from these points to the places outside of your body, within the field of your reality, where the triggers for these stresses and worries come from. And as you travel to the triggers, notice how you are attached to these triggers, perhaps by a cord, perhaps by a memory, perhaps by a road or a pathway, a light, So feeling into the space and the reality all around you. Finding the triggers that deliver the wounds, the hooks, the bullets, and seeing the ways that you are connected and attached into them. And as you connect into these triggers, allow yourself to become more aware of their cause. As you ponder and perceive where they come from, notice if you are triggered by similar things, circumstances, people, words, places. Observing it all, the triggers all around you, the hooks, the wounds, the bullets within you, and the way you are connected to them. And now using all of your willpower and all of your imagination and focused attention, I am going to invite you to connect your consciousness with each and every trigger within your reality, and in whatever way arises for you, to disconnect your wound and the pathway from that trigger into your body, so that each trigger becomes separated from the end point of your body. Disconnecting the triggers, taking your awareness to each in turn and disconnecting from them. Off you go. And as you do this, just notice how your body vessel feels, how your energy feels as you disconnect. Perhaps you feel a little lighter, a little calmer, a little more mastered. And so now all of those triggers that are ready to be disconnected have been disconnected. And you are going to allow all of those triggers to fade away, to float away, out into source consciousness and back to their original source point. And they fade and they fade and disappear until you can no longer perceive them within the field of your reality. And with nothing to empower and energize and trigger them, those connections and roots and roads and lights that were once hooked into the triggers begin themselves to dissipate, to fade, to dissolve, to become nothing. And as you observe and witness this change, notice how your body vessel feels a little lighter, a little calmer, a little easier. And finally, we arrive back at where we began, with the wounds, the bullets, the hooks, the end point of these triggers. Now, with nothing to connect them to any triggers, nothing to energize them, nothing to activate them or emote them, they too begin to dissolve, disappear, disintegrate within you to nothing. And observe this process. Feel this process as all of the stresses and worries within you gently and easily evaporate and dissolve. And feel now how the body vessel is lighter and calmer and easier with itself. Free of triggers, and connection to those triggers, and free of the bullets, the wounds, the hooks, and the suffering that those triggers have brought you. Free and light and easy now. Empty and clean and clear. And take some long, slow, deep, steady breaths into your body vessel. And feel this wonderful space, this empty, easy space within you now. And understand that the next time you are triggered, it is absolutely within your sovereign power to choose to dissolve and remove it, to use your focus and your energy and your attention and your intention to do so, rather than to activate and energize it. And so you are now going to set a new intention that as you go about your day today, and all of your days from now on, whenever you are triggered, you will notice consciously, instantly, and you will affect change within your body so that the trigger cannot wound or harm you or cause you stress and anxiety in any way, shape, or form. And so it is.